guys. So here we go. Right now, so I'm Jamie, for those of you who don't know.
I'm Lucy.
Maggie.
And Georgia's actually not with us right now. She's in Florida visiting her boyfriend. Shout out, Michael.
Hey, Mike, what's up?
And we are picking her up from the airport tomorrow, so that should be fun. She'll be on our next podcast episode. And it is 10:42. I don't even know what the date is.
Yeah, I cannot tell you what today is.
It is March 25th. It's a Wednesday.
Wow.
All right. When we're recording this, so that's the date and the time. Quarantine day, I'm not really sure. Also I realized you guys probably won't be able to tell our voices apart. So I think we should just go for it, and hopefully people will be able to tell the difference. All right, so we decided we wanted to start. We always do highs and lows of the day. Our dad decided to add something funny tonight with something embarrassing that happened to you. So, Maggie, would you like to start with your highs and lows of today?
Sure. So, my low is that I found out that I have a paper due tomorrow that I have yet to start. And I'm still procrastinating by doing this podcast right now. My high is you all got sushi tonight, and if you know us, such a treat at our house. So that was pretty nice. And while we were doing highs and lows at our house, my dad said something really funny, but it wasn't that funny apparently. And I was drinking water and was about to spit it out all over the I don't even know how to describe this. You had to be there really. And I was dying laughing so hard before I swallowed my water, and I was about to just spit it up all over the table, and I ran to the sink, and basically water started coming out of my nose and my mouth, and I couldn't talk or breathe. And yeah, nice. So that was pretty embarrassing, but it was just around my family, so it's really not that big of a deal.
All right.
Yeah. Lucy?
Honestly, don't really have any lows. Pretty good day. Honestly, kind of digging the quarantine so far, knock on wood. My high would probably be
allowed to say that.
What, that I like quarantine. That I like quarantine. I mean, if anyone who knows, I don't know. I just feel like it's nice to kind of have some chill time, like whatever. But my high is that I turned off my phone today at 9 a.m. when I woke up, and I have not touched it since. And honestly, it's been super nice. Been super mindful, just hanging out, living in the moment, all that good stuff. And for anyone who knows me, I hate my phone, so it's been a pretty great day without it. And I don't have anything embarrassing that happened to me because I didn't leave my house, and I feel like I'm not embarrassed if I don't leave my house. But a cool thing today is that I drove. And also, if you know me, you know that I do not drive. I hate it. It scares me a lot. And I haven't driven.
We're 21 years old, by the way.
I have reasons, okay?
Yeah, would you like to share those reasons?
Yeah, we don't need to
Yes, I got into 2 car accidents in high school. So ever since then, I just, haven't driven. So today, I decided to, use quarantine to get back out there on the road and learn how to drive again. So that was pretty good. It didn't freak me out. It was pretty great. All right. And all right, my low, I guess everything going on in the world right now. I mean, we're lucky, obviously, but, who knows when it's going to end. My high is, I think it's got to be this. This is kind of exciting. I feel a good thing coming from this. I think it's a good way for us to bond, and, we're never all home together, so this is going to be fun. Embarrassing, my dad DM'd me on Instagram today giving me titles for our podcast. So we'll be back for our names for our podcast. So we haven't decided yet, but he sent some funny ones from upstairs. So that's how we're going to start. We just got back from Florida, actually. I don't even know how many days ago. It's been no sense of time. So it's actually only day 2 or 3 of our quarantine in Baltimore, I guess. We'd been around the same people since, but I mean, that was one of our questions from Instagram, but we'll get into that later. something we wanted to talk about is we just watched a lacrosse game from
Yep.
from freshman year, because that's what happens when there's no sports on TV. It was Hopkins versus Georgetown. I
For
guess
anyone
what,
out there who was in that game.
2017, I guess.
2017.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Maggie lit it up in her freshman year debut. She had 4 goals. It's pretty awesome. It's fun watching that. But yeah, I guess we can get in. Is it too early for the questions?
I mean, we can talk about Georgia will be joining us tomorrow. You guys
Yes.
will meet her. She'll add some great stuff to the podcast. which is
yeah,
great.
we do have some questions actually. Anyone listening, just like random things like how many days a week should we be doing this? I mean, we have nothing but time, so that's definitely not an issue. And then I guess just keep letting us know any questions. Yeah, I guess, I mean, anyone that doesn't know us, we introduced our names, but we didn't talk about being quadruplets. That's so funny.
That's true.
We just assumed because we talk about it so much. But, yeah, we're quadruplets from Baltimore, Maryland, Lutherville, to be more specific. Lucy and I go to Drexel, Maggie goes to Hopkins, and Georgia goes to Albany. Yeah, so that's why we thought it'd be fun, just because, we're all the same age. We don't spend too much time, just the 4 of us anymore. But now we're about to be spending too much time together, just the 4 of us. So we thought this would be a fun idea. So I guess keep letting us know any questions you guys want us to answer or any funny topics. What are you guys' opinions on things going on social media these days?
Oh my god, I'm the worst person to ask. I don't go on social
Maggie
media.
can talk about
Maggie
The
can
Bachelor.
talk. Oh my
Want to
god.
talk about The Bachelor?
I'm sad it's over because then we don't have something to entertain us during this.
What did we see
quarantine
today?
time.
Peter and
we
Kelly.
saw Kelly and Peter might be together, and they are not following social distancing rules. So
Is Kelly?
No,
is
we
Kelly
can't even
the-
tell you. She was the one that was like definitely
She was the
more
lawyer.
boring. She was the lawyer. We liked her, but she's not dramatic.
But
No,
so
not
do we
at all.
like her?
Yes,
So
we
would
do.
I like her?
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
you would like her.
But basically, Peter has been with a bunch of them now, so it's hard
Oh,
to keep
God,
track of who he's
Peter.
with.
Yeah.
I've heard that he sucks. It's the only
All
thing.
right, he doesn't.
Okay, well the
it's hard.
only thing that I've heard about The Bachelor is that people are not too fond of Peter. And his
he makes
mom,
some
right?
mistakes, but it's okay. We all know how that stuff works. It's all
Who
fake.
knows? Who knows what Bachelor Nation's all about?
knows?
And another Bachelor thing, Hannah B and Tyler.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I have
that's
seen that,
weird.
Which
'cause
I support it. A lot
I'm
of people
for
might
it.
not. I'm for it. I mean, they've definitely been very active on TikTok. But good for
I'm a
them.
big
What else are you gonna be
TikToker,
doing?
for sure.
Yeah,
I
Lucy's
wish I
a
was
bit. Lucy, who are
quarantined.
your favorite TikTok accounts?
I'm the J. You rock. If you're listening. And other than that, honestly, I laugh at everything. So honestly, you could show me any TikTok, and I'd probably think it was the funniest.
I like the I'm newer to TikTok because of this. Her name's Olivia something, and she has a barn full of animals, and it's just so entertaining to watch.
Let us know who your favorite TikTokers are, so we
Yeah.
can go listen
So
to
we can go watch
or go watch them or whatever.
Send us funny TikToks. I
Send
guess.
us funny TikToks so
dance
we can talk about
dance
them.
challenges.
Oh yeah, definitely send us dance challenges. We like learning the dances. We're not that great at them, but like they're pretty fun to do.
True.
So send those our way if you know of any good ones.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of puzzles. That's definitely our big
Yeah, right now we're
quarantine
doing a
activity. We're doing one
puzzle.
right now,
Right
actually.
now.
I'm not. I've kind of given up on the puzzles, but
Yeah,
Lucy and Maggie are going at
Jamie
it.
doesn't have the patience for puzzles.
Nah.
Nah. I just get so frustrated when I don't. Nah, whatever. I'm just watching them. I also just don't, I don't think I could talk on this and do this at the same time. I need all my focus on the puzzle.
Multitasking.
That's a fair point.
No, I'm not good at it.
Yeah. So anyway, we are quadruplets.
Yeah, let's
we all play.
Wait, also, I didn't tell you guys this. One of the girls that DM'd me a question or a topic we should talk about, she goes, talk about being a quadruplet. I'm one too. And I go, who are you? So I looked, she's friends with Murph. Shout out Patrick Murphy, Drexel. And I guess she went to high school with him. And so that's really cool. 1 boy and 3 girls, I'm pretty sure.
How the heck? You should.
So
get
that's pretty
together
cool.
with
So yeah, so we love meeting new. We really haven't met that many sets of quadruplets, but it's really cool when we
met,
do.
like, one, I think, or
Like,
two.
maybe. I don't even remember.
I think we met like 2 sets of quadruplets, and I don't even remember meeting them because I think we met them when we were like babies. Like I don't even.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
doesn't happen ever.
It's
So
really entertaining though.
it's pretty cool to talk about for sure.
Yeah. Should I go to the
So anyway, well, let's give it more. I think more of our background. So
more
we're all-
background?
yeah,
Our dad's Wilbur.
Well, my mom's
Jenny.
We have a dog named Charlie. She's a yellow lab.
You know, Jenny's eating this up right now. She's totally listening to us.
Oh my gosh! Wait. The question for that I put on Instagram. Questions we should talk about or topics.
Yeah.
Mom responds and goes, "You're amazing, mother."
Oh my god. I mean, I'm sure we'll definitely have her come on and talk a little bit about being the mother of quadruplets, because like she's the real MVP.
We'll have more episodes.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway,
who knows if this is gonna go anywhere?
Who knows what's gonna happen with this? But anyway, we're quadruplets from Baltimore. We all play Division I lacrosse, and we're all seniors in college right now. So this is a very interesting time for us, and we honestly all haven't lived at home together since like senior year of high school.
I thought we would be living.
So we never.
Lucy and I live in Philly full time now, so we're never home.
Yeah.
And it's definitely crazy. I mean, Georgia's not even home yet, so technically we haven't even all been home together yet. So it's crazy.
It could go terribly. We could end up like killing each other by the end of this week or whatever. But like, I mean, so far we're pretty hype about it. We haven't had this much quality time in a long time, so it should be very interesting. But really, it's kind of just an interesting time for all of us to go through right now together in terms of, you know, not having like sports and just school right now, and not having graduation and all that crazy stuff. So we'll definitely get into all that at some point.
Shout out all you seniors out there. We know it sucks.
Yeah,
we feel you. Shout out to everyone, not just athletes, not just college seniors, high school seniors. This is definitely wild. So we're all going through it together.
Everyone stay safe out there for sure.
Oh God, watching Maggie, she's never put this much focus into something besides this puzzle right now.
Well, you know, we're gonna post a picture of this puzzle after this podcast. We're gonna show the completed puzzle. No, it's gonna be great. Comment, DM Jamie if you want to see what the puzzle looks like over time. And if anyone does it, if 3 people DM her saying, our friends have been getting really creative. We had one friend come over today. Shout out Jack Ware. He high school friend hasn't texted us in a long time. Texted us. We thought it was an emergency. We were actually kind of worried. I was very concerned.
We thought something was wrong, and nope, he was just learning guitar and needed to borrow a guitar pick from Lucy. So don't worry, we all were outside during this exchange, practice social distancing.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's learning some guitar. So everyone get creative.
Get out there, learn some guitar. It's great instrument.
Oh, that's so funny. All right, should we do some questions maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
From the Instagram. I feel like we could talk about these for a while. So
yeah, I'm down. Let's start one.
All right. So the most common question that we get, not just on here, but just in our everyday life, is what's it like being a quadruplet?
Oh my god.
Dun dun dun.
If I had a dime for every time someone asked me this question.
But we get it. We're not judging. We get that it's a common question because it is very rare.
Well, I think the craziest thing for us though is that like it's so normal for us. So like I forget that it's not a normal thing. Like I forget that all my friends don't have 3 siblings their same age. Like so it's so normal for us. So honestly, sometimes I have a hard time answering that question.
Yeah. I mean, obviously our first reaction is that it's really fun. I mean, obviously, we're all the same age, so in an instance like this, for example, it's definitely not boring.
No.
Definitely, we don't have a lot of space in our house, so that's interesting, but it's very awesome, I would say. Maggie, have anything to add?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty great. I mean, we always had a friend growing up, like, I can't even imagine being an only child during this time.
Oh my god, no. Shout out to all you only
child.
Seriously, you guys. Shout out to people who don't have siblings right now.
You guys are the real MVPs right now. I don't know how you're doing
Taylor Dodd right now. Shout out Taylor Dodd, the only child I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, but I mean, it's great, but it has its complications just like anything does.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm sure we all have our own thoughts and opinions on all of it, but I mean,
AKA Maggie hates us.
Yeah, I mean, why can't I go to school by myself, guys? Like,
it's just, yeah.
Well, and we can also relate to each other in a lot of things. Like, we were actually talking about some topics for, like, hopefully if there's another episode, just talking about the boys we've dated. Like, we've all dated some different people, and, like, I don't know. Like, it's just so funny to take a step back and look at everything up to this point in our lives. Like, we're 21 years old now. We've made it pretty far, and it's been a hell of a ride through it all, so definitely very entertaining to talk about it every once in a while. And then we'll ask Georgia this when she joins us for the first time, too. She'll definitely have a lot to say on it, too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Another question we got a couple times, actually, was about taking a 5th year of lacrosse next year or our plans after college. So, like we touched on before, all of our plans have been steered off track a little bit because of this. So, I think that with the 5th year and the after college, that's going to have to come at a later date. I don't think we know enough.
There's not enough information.
Yet.
Decide.
Yeah, it's been a lot of back and forth.
For those who don't know, I'm assuming everybody knows, but since everything came to a halt because of the coronavirus, our season ended like 7-8 games in, not even halfway through the season.
No.
And the NCAA decided that everyone would get an extra year. But that's all we know.
We don't know any details.
Else.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, obviously, they're still discussing it, but
everything is very up in the air right now.
Yes.
So it's hard to make a decision when you don't know details. So who knows, basically, where life will take us in the next couple weeks.
Who knows?
Yeah, it's kind of a waiting game right now, but
in a perfect world, we'd all play lacrosse forever. But
I guess we can just talk about what our plans are as of right now. So, like,
we can talk about what our plans were.
No, that's honestly
we were all going to graduate. Lucy already has another year because she redshirted last year because of an ankle injury.
Last year...
Ankles suck, that's why.
Ankles freaking suck. I don't even know what advice to give for not rolling your ankle because
it just happens.
It just freaking happens.
Advice.
Like,
there's no advice.
Just don't roll your ankle, whatever you do, because it's such a dumb injury, but it hurts so too bad.
It's so annoying.
So I last year, like my 5th game in, I blew out my ankle. Was on a scooter, boot, everything. Like, was out for months and months, and so I redshirted last year, and I'm in a 5-year nursing program at Drexel. So my plans were already to do a 5th year next year. And I was honestly, like, I was super pumped to have a 5th year. Like, I love lacrosse so much. Anyone who knows our family knows that we love lacrosse. So I was psyched to play another year. But I was kind of bummed because all my sisters were going to be done. All my fellow classmates were going to be done. And it was going to be weird kind of being, like, the only senior, like, the only 5th year on my team. But now, with all of this stuff happening, like, I might get to play with my sisters another year. I might get to play with my classmates another year. So, like, I'm super psyched. It honestly worked out really great for me because these were already my plans. But I'll let Jamie and Maggie kind of talk about, like, their plans because they were really affected by it. I honestly wasn't really that affected by it. I think, if anything, it's helped me out a little bit. So I'll let them talk more about, like, how hard it's been to kind of, like, adjust to all of it.
Yeah. There's a lot. It's very different. I mean,
we were supposed to graduate.
I mean, I didn't have any plans yet for after college. I was just gonna, travel for as long as I could. But
maybe play pro.
Maybe play pro.
Who knows?
See what comes my way. So I mean, it's not that big of a deal for me because. I mean, it is, but I didn't have any...
Humble brag for a second. Maggie won't ever say this about herself, but I'm going to put on blast for a second. We were talking about it, and we were like, if Maggie was just done lacrosse now, though, like, she ended on so many amazing things for this season. I don't even think she was there when we were talking. We were talking about it, and we were like, all right, captain of a lacrosse team. She was on ESPN's, like, whatever, Sports Center, top 10. Can you... I'm hyping you up right now.
We're trying to brag about you.
We're trying to brag about you. You're not letting us. She was freaking captain. She got her 200th point as a Blue Jay.
That's amazing.
She was on ESPN top 10 plays of like that doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. And then she also is on the tour and watch list. So like she honestly she's done so many things.
If she ends her career right now, she ended on a great note.
Yeah, like if that was only half the season, good Lord, I can't even imagine. So like not that it's a good way to
shout out Mags.
Yeah, shout out Mags.
Great job.
Me on the other hand, I have some unfinished business. I'm not ready to hang up the cleats quite yet. So that's kind of a sneak peek into my plans. I would love to do another year. There's still a lot of moving pieces in that. Mm-hmm. So hopefully we'll have answers to those soon. For anyone who doesn't know, to anyone that's struggling to decide this, like, take a second because we have time right now, and I know it's crazy.
I'm very curious. Anyone who is a senior, I know we have a lot of senior friends who play sports in college right now. Anyone who is a senior playing lacrosse right now, trying to decide what they're doing, like, let us know what you're doing because I'm really curious to see how many seniors do take a 5th year.
Or, like, honestly, you can honestly ask us, like, tell us what you're thinking and what you're going through, because odds are one of us is thinking the same way. Like, we're all similar, but we're also very different in our thoughts and opinions. So odds are we're all going about it in a different way.
Well, like, I'm definitely planning another year, and Georgia's pretty much decided that she isn't. So, and then, like, Maggie and Jamie are so in between. So, like, all 4 of us are in completely different
States.
decision-making processes right now. So, like, that's also pretty cool. Like, all 4 of us kind of have a different mindset right now. So, I mean, that's also pretty cool.
Definitely use that if you need it.
Yeah. So, if you need some advice,
For
or you just want to
sure.
talk about it, because honestly, it's a pretty crazy thought.
It
to,
really
like,
is.
So, honestly, I'm just curious. Like, anyone who decided to take a 5th year or decided not to, like, talk to us about it, because I really want to know.
Yeah. All right. Lauren says, what's it like having the best cousin ever?
Oh my gosh.
Lauren.
Shout out Lauren Schneidereith.
Shout out Lauren
Go follow
Schneidereith.
her on TikTok.
I'm sorry, what?
Whatever. She's, 13?
And then shout out Jake Hooper. Literally anything as long as Charlie's involved. So Charlie is actually, she's an old lady. It's our dog, our yellow lab. She's 9 years old. She actually just went up to bed by herself. No one else is up in bed. She went up to my parents' room and took herself to bed. So,
She will not be featured tonight, but
another fun. Yeah, she won't. Maybe another time.
She's too tired.
She's too tired. Another funny question that I think is going to be interesting, because I don't think we've ever asked each other this. But if you could pick one of us to be stranded on an island with, who would it be and why? It's from Caroline Hogue. Shout out, Caroline.
Holy crap.
But this is, I don't think we've ever talked about this.
We've never talked about
okay,
this.
I think we should go around and say our best, like quality for this
I
situation.
think we should do it in private. Like, I think we should go into a room alone and say what our answer is. and then we won't.
And then we won't listen back.
And then we won't listen back until
Wait,
it's
I think
like,
first let's go around and say, like, what our biggest strength in this scenario.
We're thinking, like, what we're thinking.
No, like, not who, like, so start with me. So what do you guys think would be my quality on a stranded island that, like, what would be my only quality?
I think that Jamie, let's see, what would Jamie be good at?
She would take control of the situation.
Is that good or bad?
Jamie? Oh, God, I don't, like, I'm thinking, I'm not, this isn't me not
Maggie, is that your only?
No, I'm just very zoned in right now.
Okay, well, can you pay attention to this, please?
I think Jamie's a good leader.
God. That's their, okay, so we have this joke that I'm the boss, and I know I am bossy, but I try not to be super bossy. Over the years, I think I've gotten better, but their nice way of putting it is saying I'm a good leader. So if any of you have any bossy people in your life and you want to tell them that they're bossy, but in a nicer way, say they're a good leader. But now I don't take it nicely anymore, because I know they're just trying to say I'm bossy.
It's a great
segue.
It's a great interpretation of
bossy.
Of bossy.
Hey, you know what?
Sure.
I'd rather be bossy than a pushover. So
Yeah, true. That's
thank
fair.
you. All right, so would I be a good leader?
You're a great leader, Jamie.
Thanks, Liz.
I don't know. Well, okay, put it
to
this way.
think about
My thing with
this.
Jamie is, like, this is Lucy. So we're identical twins within the 4.
We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that either.
Okay,
So basically, long story short, we were supposed to be triplets, but then me and Jamie turned into more people. So
those of you who know how that works, you understand what we're
if you
saying.
want to look up the science, you can Google it.
If you want to ask us, whatever. But we're not going to go into it.
So Jamie and I are identical. So within the 4, like, we are definitely the most similar in personality wise, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We all definitely have, like, different relationships with each other and, like, different ways that we are very similar with the different, other 3. But for me and Jamie, we are very similar, and we always joke about how, like, when we were kids, we could literally sit in a room together all day long and, like, never get bored. So I think that would be my reasoning for picking Jamie, is just, like, I would literally never get bored. Like, we
literally, it's crazy. It's so
like,
stupid.
It's so dumb. We talk about the dumbest stuff, but, like, we could literally sit in a room together and just talk and entertain ourselves somehow. So, like, that'd be pretty cool. Like, I'd never get bored.
All right. Maggie, you don't need to answer. We can come back to that. So, Maggie, what's her biggest strength on a stranded island? I'm trying to picture us on a stranded island together.
See, Maggie's chill, so, like, I feel like we would be calm. Like, if something...
I would keep everyone calm.
Yeah, if something...
Yeah,
Like,
even if things were horrible, Maggie would still convince you that we'd be, like, too chill in the situation.
Yeah, so I think, like, Maggie would do a great job of, like, just keeping everyone chill and, like...
She's also, like, weirdly clever. Like, this is so stupid. Remember we used to climb trees when we were younger?
Yep.
I feel like Maggie always was the one that figured out how to get up and how to get down.
I'm clever. I'm sneaky clever.
Like, we would just, Lucy and I would do the reckless things and just not think anything through.
I'm shocked.
But Maggie,
Knock on wood, I'm shocked. I've
I
never
think
broken
things
a bone.
through before I do them.
she does. Lucy and I don't, so we need that.
Yeah, I do not think.
Okay. All right. So Lucy. I think Lucy's terrifying. If you got in a fight with Lucy, she's relentless. Like, she's the kind of person that when we would get in fights when we were younger, she'd do all the mean things that, like, there's, like, you don't have to talk about it, but there are the rules. Like, no biting or hair pulling. She would do all of those things. It was crazy. But it's, like, a good thing if you're not on her bad side. Like, don't get on her bad
all you have
side.
to do is make me laugh, and then I'm on.
No,
and then
people on your bad side. But I'm saying, like, if you had to defend me against someone that we saw on this island or an animal,
yeah,
Lucy would. Oh my god, I don't even know.
I'm very, very protective of the people that I care
She
about.
is.
So, like, I feel like if someone came after someone that I like, especially one of my sisters, like, I don't know,
I agree.
I think I could do crazy things to someone who came after one of my sisters.
I would love to see how all of us would respond in a situation like that.
No, I know. You want to know?
hope we
No, you
never-
want to know what I just thought about was Georgia. Georgia. Shout out Georgia. She's not here right now.
We love
So
you, but I would hate
Georgia's.
you.
No, I would love to. No, just not in the immediate situation. Like when we first got there.
would-
I
she
would
would
love
just
to have.
freak out.
No, I would love to have Georgia once we were there. But Georgia, and you know this, I'm thinking of the time that Charlie, our dog, she jumped over the couch and like hurt herself. And Georgia's first instinct was to run upstairs and hide in her room. All right, settle down.
She cried.
But it's just so funny. I'd love to have Georgia once we were settled onto the island.
Yeah, as like a companion.
Yes, for sure.
But in a crisis.
But in the first
But,
initial,
like, to be fair, like, I don't know how any of us would react in a crisis.
I
You what I mean?
know.
Like, we could all react.
but
terribly.
we've
We
seen
don't really
Georgia
know.
react.
That's why I would love to see it happen in real life.
So like
Knock
Georgia,
on wood, we
Georgia
don't
maybe,
really see that happen,
Georgia
actually.
maybe not the initial when we find out we're stranded on an island, but once we're settled in, yes,
Well,
you're my
Georgia-
homie. I got
Georgia,
you.
Yes, we will hang out on the island for sure.
All right, should we do the thing where we tell the people what we would do, but not us?
Yeah.
Should we go do
We
it?
can just be straight up with each other.
No, but I think it's funny to do it this way. All right, I'll go first. Okay, so I went into the other room. I think that I would probably choose. I'd probably choose Lucy, honestly. Like, she would do all the dirty work that I wouldn't. Oh, darn it. They can hear me. Damn it. All right, this isn't going to work. We're just going to come out in the oven and do it.
Wow.
I said I would choose Lucy. You guys heard me already.
Yes, what's your reasoning?
Because she would do all the dirty work that I don't want to do.
Like what?
Like hurt people and probably like kill animals for food or something like that. I don't know. I couldn't do that, but she definitely would, I think. All right, Lucy.
Well, now I feel like I feel bad not choosing
No,
you
I don't
now.
give a shit.
Okay.
Just do it.
So that's the thing. I would do crazy things to survive, but I also feel guilty about not picking Jamie when she picked me. Oh God, this is really tough.
All right, just pick.
I might go with Georgia just to I was gonna pick Georgia too.
Really?
Yeah, she's just so sweet.
I feel like
Guys, Georgia, our other
She's
sister,
just so
she has the biggest
What
heart
is that gonna get you?
of any. I know, but
Stranded Island. Is that gonna save your life, Jamie?
That won't save your life.
I'm just giving her a shout out. She's the biggest heart of anyone that I know.
She does.
She really does.
She's
She
so-
might
she's so
panic.
patient.
She might panic a lot, but she has the biggest heart ever. So
But if, like-
she'd give me comfort.
Like,
I
if
think.
you could scare an animal away by loving it too much,
That'd be
like,
Georgia.
she would win.
Oh my god! All right, Maggie, who's your
I think I gotta think strategically here and go with Lucy because
Yes!
she's a nurse. She's a nurse.
Oh,
she's a nurse.
is.
So-
why didn't we talk about this?
This is where I come into play, guys.
Maggie, why
This
didn't
is where
you
I'm
tell
very
us though?
strategic.
See, this is
Maggie-
Maggie's
Maggie
selfish.
herself.
Maggie's selfish. She keeps all of her smart thoughts in her head and doesn't tell us.
Yeah.
Wait, to keep
So I would pick Lucy because if anything were to happen to me, then she would help me.
See, another selfish reason.
If anything were to happen to me,
I'd be okay.
I could attempt to help her if something happened to her, but I don't know if I could save her life. But I'd pick Lucy because she could save my
Yes,
life,
so
hopefully.
Lucy wins. Let's go.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Maggie didn't get picked either.
Well, no,
We'll
but
wait to see what
I'm just
Georgia
saying,
picks.
I feel like
Georgia's gonna pick all of us because
She is. Georgia, I'm quoting Georgia right now. Georgia, don't listen to this. Georgia's gonna say she feels bad picking one.
Oh, just okay.
and she's gonna say, I wouldn't want to be on the island unless everyone was there.
or she would pick
No,
Michael.
you know what'd be funny? Asking Mom.
Why did you say that? Asking mom.
to pick. Oh my god.
Oh my
Or she
God.
was like, I'm taking mom, none of you.
Wow, that's hilarious. Oh
Yeah,
my
so
gosh.
I'm curious to see what she says now.
Me too. All right, wow.
She might
Caroline
be-
Hogue
she asked
opened
for
up the
all my
question for a long time. That was a long conversation. That was
Shout
good.
out Caroline,
Shout out
great
Cara.
question.
My roomie.
Yeah. All right, another one. This was the Nashville Power Rankings on.
Oh,
that?
Should we talk about it?
Nashville.
The
Let's
places
talk-
we went to in
Wait,
Nashville?
can you ask him
Oh.
what he means by that question?
All right. Well, we can't. Should I reply? No, I'm just gonna guess and say that. Okay, so we went to Nashville.
Best
Over
place ever.
So much fun. I highly recommend.
Food poisoning.
All right, yeah, Maggie got food poisoning.
Maggie got food poisoning, which sucks for her. But
Which
Jamie
does
and I
suck,
had a
but-
great time.
Lucy and I had a fantastic time.
Jamie and I had the best time of our lives.
Nashville, it was amazing. I highly recommend it. Yeah, it was so much fun. I guess power rankings. I guess it means the places we went to.
Places,
But I don't
definitely
remember the names.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock's,
Yeah,
Kid
yeah,
Rock's Honky
I
Tonk.
don't know who that guy was, but he was amazing.
Guys, the music is. If
What
you
was
love
it,
music
Purple
at all,
Films?
like, and not even just country
The-
music. There's so many
that's
different
the-
kinds of
No, I know
music.
what you're talking about.
We're all
I'm on
talking
my
this.
phone.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's gonna be hard. There's so much music there. It's so much fun. Not even just country music, like all over. It's just so much
Yeah.
fun.
And like I'm such like a music nerd. Like I was walking down down Broadway Street, just like literally chills. Like there's just
Yeah.
so many.
Tootsies.
Tootsies is also a great
Tootsies,
place.
That was
yeah.
great.
Tootsies
Those
was
girls,
really cool.
those girls there rocked.
Those
it.
girls rock. I wish I knew their names so I could give them a shout out. They were.
Oh my God!
Go
Right?
check
Yeah,
out-
yeah,
go
yeah,
check out
yeah.
with them anywhere.
Oh, they were
It's
so
fine.
good.
But yeah, so I like Nashville's amazing. Like so many.
Wait, and if you have any other questions about Nashville, you can ask us directly because we're definitely not hitting a lot of things. But we also, I think we went everywhere, and we loved every place.
We basically went into every single freaking bar on Broadway.
Wait, should we
Street.
do a controversial opinion? What was Santa's Pub? Didn't like it.
No, yeah.
So
did not like
if you
it.
look up top places to go in Nashville, Santa's Pub is one. It's a karaoke bar, I think, and totally not it.
Like it has potential, but I think it's almost like too popular now. So like
Too crowded.
it's like too crowded and it's
small.
so small, and you're allowed to smoke in there, which I guess is like cool because it takes people back to the whatever
Yeah.
whenever you could smoke in bars and shit. But like I did not like it. We also were in there with like our parents and they hated it. So like that definitely influenced like our decision for sure. But basically like anywhere on Broadway Street, like that's so vague. But
so fun.
but we literally one night just walked down. Also, we were wearing our Ravens jerseys. Go Ravens.
Yeah. So many comments.
We got so many like mostly good compliment, like
Some bad.
mostly good comments, a couple bad ones, but like highly recommend going places in your whatever jersey you have. It's a great conversation starter.
It
like
really
we made so
is.
many friends just because people were like looking at our jerseys, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But we literally went into every place on Broadway Street and it was so much fun. Like definitely just got to be adventurous and just be down to like go anywhere. And there's so many talented people. Shout out to all those amazing musicians. Like they're all so talented. It was amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Another one that I think is interesting too. I feel like we don't talk about this that much. Did you ever want more siblings?
Oh, I always
Yeah.
say this. I wanted brothers so bad.
Yeah, but like
growing up.
older or younger, like it would
Older
totally,
brothers.
it
Older
would
brothers.
totally,
I wanted older brothers.
but it would totally change our
It would.
dynamic.
Everything.
It would
But
change
it'd be
everything. It would be interesting.
When I used to
I'd
get-
feel bad for the other child, honestly, because we take up so much time and energy.
That's so true. I feel like it would have been hard for another child in our family to be around the four of us because like we were all just like such a unit together. Like it would have definitely been difficult. But I don't know. Like I think when I always used to get mad at my sisters when we were kids, I always said I wish that the three of them were boys. And I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I like wanted brothers growing up so bad because I was always like wanting to like go outside and like I don't know. Like I literally wrestled my.
Like we didn't do that.
No,
with
we
you?
did. When I was lucky, we're all athletic, so like we still did a lot of things that I would have done with brothers. But like, I was very aggressive as a child, and I always wanted to like wrestle people and stuff. And like, I feel
shit is
like
crazy.
brothers would have come in handy with that for sure.
Or they would have made you worse. We
Or-
stopped you from doing that at an inappropriate age.
Yeah, so did the teachers at school.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no teachers ever.
Yeah, we were good.
Somebody.
We were good students. We didn't do anything crazy.
True.
We were accused of doing it. Just kidding.
We were accused?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Shut up.
Shut up.
To that one who may not be named.
Shout out you.
To the ones we know.
Shout out,
Shout
girl.
out you.
Shout out, girly.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's do maybe one more for this one, and then I don't want to talk about too much on the first.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta spread it out.
Yeah, spread it out if this ever happens again.
If this
I mean,
ever
I
happens
hope it does.
again.
Honestly, I'm having a great time. Like
I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save the
cool.
leaving each other for college. That's a really common one. I'm gonna save that for when
Who asked
Georgia
that
gets
one?
here.
Say that would be say that.
Lauren Schneidereith.
Lauren asked that one?
Yeah.
Good question,
Lauren.
Lauren.
And
Shout
then
out,
other people did too. I can't find them. But we can talk about that another time because I want to wait for Georgia to be here
That's
for that.
like a whole.
That's a whole. We can do an episode on it. Yeah.
We should do a whole episode.
And then
If
this
it
one,
If we can.
we can do this like surface level, and we don't have to dive into it because it definitely would open up a long conversation. Were two of you close and the other two close, or have your friendships changed at different ages?
Oh my God.
And I think they've
Yep.
changed so
Completely.
much.
Yeah,
It's
I agree.
insane. Yeah. Like, at this point in our lives, we're all so close. Because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
so much older. Yeah.
Well, and honestly, like I feel like I treat my sisters more of like friends now than I
Yeah.
do as sisters. Like I feel like we have the same relationships all across the board as like with our friends, our teammates, our sisters. Like maybe it's because we don't see each other as much anymore, so we've gotten closer. I guess I don't know. I don't really think about it too much, but I mean, I think growing up, we all kind of took turns being the people that like fought the most. Like I used to fight with Georgia all the time.
And I'm not
Yeah.
talking fights. I'm talking
No.
like fist fights.
We used to like wrestle and like, oh my God,
Well,
Georgia.
Dad would instigate it the most.
Dad would
Jamie and I
instigate.
would just sit back and watch.
That was hilarious.
But then there were
So-
also times where, like, very brief, like, where, like, you would fight with Georgia more. Like, I think it, like, fluctuated a lot for sure. And then, like, Jamie and I would fight over dumb stuff, and then 5
Still
minutes,
do.
and then 5 minutes later, we'll be, like, fine. But
we're such the classic, like, you know, all those things on Twitter where it's like your sister's messages are with you. It's bitching you out 1 second, and then the next text is like, want to hang out.
yeah, that's literally
us.
Yeah, that's us for sure.
And we live
Yeah.
together at school too, which is funny. And we can also talk about that another time. But like, we didn't live together all 3 years of school until senior year. So it was interesting to live together again. But that's exactly what happens. We'll be in like our own rooms and fight about something, and then go hang out in the living room.
Yeah,
like it's so common.
And, like, honestly, I think most of the time our relationships have all been very close. Like, we've never really fought that much.
Never been crazy.
I'm sure we've all had like our own times where we were kind of more annoyed with each other than we thought. Like times throughout our lives where we were like struggling just like with the four of us. But I think that was also just us like growing up.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, I think-
it's really hard. I mean,
yeah.
people think that there's only good things to talk about with being a quadruplet, but it's really freaking hard. And again, like, we have more time to talk about it if people are interested, but it's hard. I mean, we all share the same birth. We literally don't have anything by ourselves.
Yeah, no.
College was the closest thing to having that by ourselves, but even then we all play lacrosse, so it's still the same conversations, comparing each other throughout like every step of our lives, which isn't a bad thing, but just growing up with that, it's hard to get used to, I'd say.
Yeah, and I think like now it doesn't really affect us as much because we've all kind of really grown into like our own
And we like it.
people and like yeah, but like when we were, you know, teenagers and like pre-teens, like I think it was a lot harder on us, like trying to figure out like who we were and like who we were as individuals within the four of us, also, you know, being a unit and like I don't know, I think that was a hard balance to kind of get the hang of for a little while. But
Definitely.
now that we have, I mean, I think at the end of the day, like I would definitely not be the person I was today if I didn't if I didn't have you guys for sure. But,
Definitely.
but yeah, there are definitely times where it was hard, yeah.
I agree. Wow.
Are there any funny ones we could end on?
Well, I did pull up, I still have the Would You Rathers up from
Oh my god, let's do some Would
from
You
the
Rathers.
beach. So we were on the beach in Florida and we were doing Would You Rathers, and I think they're
Also, no hate for traveling, please.
yes.
It was before things got
we
bad.
were we also didn't leave the place.
We were basically quarantined.
We didn't leave our place. We didn't go out. We were the private beach. We were the only ones there. Like,
We don't have to.
whatever. We don't have to defend.
Yeah, we don't have to defend ourselves to you guys.
No one even cares. No one even
two
cares.
people. Mom, I know it's just you listening, but
Good one, Liz. That was silly. What was the this was my favorite one. this will give you guys something to think about, was would you rather go back in time, not even that long, but to meet relatives that you didn't meet before you were born, or go into the future and meet your kids and grandkids? And I said go into the past because obviously you're going to hopefully meet your future generations, but also, like, I want to see my parents when they were younger. And, like, grandma. Like, grandma's such a badass.
Go into the past and then said to meet the future generations.
No, like, hopefully one day we'll be able to.
I said I'd like to go in the past because we're going to meet the future. So, like, I wouldn't want to go to the future yet. Like, we're going to meet them in the future. But, like, meeting, like, grandma when she was our age.
I want to see.
Those, Grandma Linda. She was a badass.
Shout out Grandma if you're listening.
Oh, she's wild.
I would love to see my parents
growing
through
up.
college and high
or
school,
like,
for sure.
or them meeting or something.
Oh my god, yeah, like your parents meeting each other and, like, going on dates and stuff. Oh man, that'd be really cool. Yeah, I think I would want to go into the past too.
I want to go in the past for sure.
Yeah. All right, so let us know what you guys think. Let us know your
Would
ideas.
you rather go to the future or the past? And honestly, I want someone to say future, and I want to hear your reasoning.
Well, I'm sure, yeah. Yeah, there's going to be some people,
I
hopefully.
hope so.
Let us know.
Let's do a couple more.
I know. I haven't found the exact list that I found.
That's okay.
There was another really good one that we talked about for a really long time.
It's already 11:30.
Well, I would go to
honestly
bed, but
forget
I don't think I
them.
get up for tomorrow.
I know.
also
Well,
really
give
wanna
us
finish
some good would you rathers. Sorry, I don't have any more right now on the top of my head.
Just go scroll.
They're
through
not.
the
These
list.
aren't good. No, they're not good. They're
You
boring.
got a whole list in front of you.
We can't bore our
Yeah, I'm not gonna give stupid
Listeners.
ones.
Our listeners.
Oh, what was it? Oh, this is another funny one. And they're the practical answer, but I think a cooler answer. One of them's more practical for the real world, but other one I think is really a lot more interesting. And I was alone in this, I think, for the most part. It was, would you rather speak every language or speak to animals? And I said animals because I want to know what they're thinking.
I said animals at first.
But the smart people said languages because you could literally do anything with that. And
Well,
do
and
all the
all I'm
things.
saying is that when I was in Paris, it was so hard to communicate with people, and just reading a freaking street sign or a menu you felt like you were, like, totally
fair.
lost.
That's fair.
So I would
Wait.
pick language.
Side note, though, another funny comment off of this. Shout out Sarah. We were talking about Deepa Scully.
Oh, Sarah Deepa, let's go.
Sarah Deepa, shout out. We were talking one time about talking to animals, and then we were talking about how animals in other countries speak other languages too. And I know that's, like, sounds stupid, but I never thought about that.
Need to set the scene. Picture this.
Picture this. Okay, so Sarah was in China,
Yeah.
and she was trying to say, like, sit or come here to a dog, and they didn't understand it in English, obviously, because their owners speak Chinese. So she had to say it in that language, and I was just like, that I've never thought about that.
Yeah, like, you
at
can't
all.
even say sit to a dog.
No, like, they just don't get it because
Like-
they technically speak and understand another language,
Yeah.
and I know that sounds stupid.
But it's so.
But how funny is that? How
Think
cute is
about.
that? Like, to think about.
The dog speaks Chinese.
Like, do you think they have accents? Like, English accents?
My grandma has new neighbors, and they adopted a dog from
China.
China, and the dad was calling the one's name or saying a command, and it was like, I know you don't know English yet, but
Yeah. They were like, she's learning English. I was like, that's so true, though. Yeah, but it's a real thing. She's also
come
so
on.
cute, though. Wait, yeah, guys, shout out. If you want to adopt cute dogs,
We keep saying shout out.
shout out.
to nobody.
All right, new drinking game, drink every time we say shout out. No, but it's so true. They adopted a dog from China to save her, and it's really cute. And a lot of celebrities are doing it right now. Caitlyn and Jason did it, too.
yeah.
Caitlyn Bristow and Jason
Miley Cyrus
Tartik.
just did it. I
They
think.
adopt
Miley did?
Goldens
Oh,
from
Miley did.
China, and they
Actually,
saved
she
them.
just adopted one. I don't know if it was for China.
So it's definitely really cute. I think it's a great thing to do if you want
Adopt
a
one
dog.
shop.
Especially while you have nothing else to do.
She's the coolest person ever, so
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure she'll be happy with that.
I gotta give a shout out to Casserole. She said to talk about her. We're not gonna spend too much time, Cassidy, but hope you're living it up there in quarantine.
Cassidy, we'll save another episode talking about, like, college roommates or
No,
something.
I think we should have her on. She'd be so
Cass
funny.
will have you on the pod one
Cassidy
day.
announced our UMBC game, and it was hilarious. It's on the Drexel website if you want to go.
If you're that bored.
If you're that bored.
If you're that bored, but you want to watch a Drexel Women's Lacrosse game.
Oh my
like, get it
gosh.
on there. No, we're definitely going to have, like, a segment where we talk about roommates. So, Cass, don't worry, we'll go into more detail with you.
Speak for yourself.
I'm kidding. Don't be mean, but...
Lucy's really sensitive.
I'm a weird combination of both. I don't understand it, but
Yeah. Just give us any feedback. We got nothing but time.
that's true.
Nothing but time. Next time, hopefully, we'll have Georgia on the
Yeah,
pod,
George, let's go. Get home, girl.
and then
Dirty-
maybe
Dirty
we'll
G.
Dirty G. I was gonna
Shout
say shout out.
Shout out to Jackson Caslow and Alex Picado for
That nickname.
making that nickname because we call
I didn't
her
remember
Dirty
that.
G all the time.
So funny. All right.
For no reason.
For
no
no reason
reason.
at all. She's not dirty.
Good Lord. All right. Well, I guess that's it for today. If you're listening, thanks.
Thanks, I guess.
Thanks.
If you made it this far.
If you hate it, give us
like,
recommendations.
I'm sorry if you hate
Well, okay,
it.
but also if you hate it and you don't have anything constructive, don't tell us anything.
Don't tell us. Like, only tell us if we can benefit from it. If you hate, like, if it's just something that, like,
Not for you. If it's not for you, that's fine.
It's not for you, like, it's not for you. But, like, if you just don't like
keep
it.
your comments to yourself.
Keep your comments to yourself. Like, if you're not going to be nice, don't say anything.
Oh, shush.
I'm
You
kidding.
said that at such a
You can be constructive. We can handle it, for sure.
Be constructive.
Don't take that and run with it, though.
Don't get too constructive.
Don't get any ideas. But just...
All
I just
right.
think this is a fun thing to do. I kind
Yeah.
of like it.
I agree. All right. Let us know. Good night, everyone. It
Should
is.
we have, like, a sign-off?
Should we have a sign off?
Yo, comment below what you think.
What is it? Like and subscribe.
Like
Leave
and
a rating and
subscribe.
review.
Tell all your friends. I don't know. Like, what do
No,
people say?
you don't have to tell your friends.
I guess.
Just let us know how to improve.
Think of it. Let us know.
Let us know what we should do to sign off. Give us something really fun, like a funny
fun-
slogan
like a
or
fun
like.
catchphrase or like sound or like.
No,
song
yeah,
or
we're gonna play
something.
songs too. We'll play some good songs. Give us recommendations.
Basically,
Shout out Lucy. Lucy has songs on iTunes.
Oh my God.
Go give her a listen.
We'll get into that some other time for sure.
All right.
Well, for now, just peace out. I guess.
For now, our signature
We
is
hope to see
goodbye.
you again
We should like
sometime.
bye. Like,
All right.
just
Yeah. Let us know if you can tell our voices apart too.
So long, farewell.
So long, farewell. I don't even know.
Yeah, go to bed. Stop listening to this.
Stop it. All right.
Go to sleep.
Yep.
Stay safe out there, people.
Stay safe. Be kind and go to sleep.
Yep. All right.
That should
I
be
don't
our-
even have to say anything else.
Yep.
All right. And done.
My family always said I was the bad child, throwing me away into the bad bowl. All my life been putting on a fake smile, sitting on my own, feel like I'm exiled, feeling like I always do the wrong things, telling all their friends that I'm the bad kid. Now I'm on my own, I lost my magic, dealing with your bullshit, now I'm over it. And you took a part of me, left me with the memories of we were never a family. Now you're standing in front of my door, like none of this happened at all. I guess I'm always gonna be the bad child. I guess I'm always gonna be the mad child. 'Cause you will never understand my weird mind, my weird mind. And to every single person here that doubts me, telling me that they could live without me, 'cause they will never understand my weird mind, my weird mind. I've never really been the one to reach out, acting like my life was squeaky clean now, like everything I do is just a letdown.